But today, and we got a new camp spot, as you can see. We are, as a crow flies, like 5 miles from where we were, 6 miles. But as car drives, we're about like 15, 20 miles from it.
Plus 5 miles of this road,
Yeah,
6 miles
plus
of this
we're
road.
way out. We're way out on this dirt road. But as you can see, look at this. It is literally raining ashes. Hold on, I've collected a couple of the big ones that they're like chunks of wood, dude. They're like literal coal falling out of the sky. Look at this. These fell out of the sky. Um, and one of them landed on the tent, one of them landed on the ground. And there's a whole bunch of little stuff. Like if I don't know if you can see it in the camera,
Here too. Big
but
chairs
yeah,
accumulated.
the
Shit.
chair's got some.
The hood of my truck.
It's raining ashes. All the black spots on the ground is ashes. And it's not from the fire we got evacuated from. About 10 miles away from that fire is another fire called the lava fire. And yesterday it was like 10 acres, and today it's 1,000. Or no,
Yeah.
it was 100 acres.
Yeah.
And then today it's 1,000 acres.
It's grown 1,000%.
So, that's how far any one of these ashes, any one of these embers could fall out of the sky and start another fire. So we're still kind of in go mode in case it happens again. Like any one of these ashes falling out of the sky. I'll try to show you the sun. Today has been an absolutely terrible day for solar. Because there's no sun. And my fridge relies on the sun. Can you even see it? Yeah, there it is. There it is. Look at that. You can look directly at the sun right now. That's all smoke, you guys. That's all smoke. Raining ashes out of the sky. And, I mean, it is what it is. The whole region is like this. It's not just here. Redmond is the next town north, 20 miles north of Bend. It's probably a good 30, 40 miles away. It's raining ashes there from this fire. There's nowhere to escape from it. Not anywhere I can afford to go. So, if you look, if it focuses in good enough, you can see the edge of the fire right here. This is all smoke. This is the smoke line, where that changes. That's the smoke coming from the fire, from the lava fire. It went from 100 acres yesterday, now it's 1,000. We're safely away from it, but it is definitely raining ashes out of the sky, and it's hard to show them on camera. But like, I can even just find one to pick up. It's also raining hot pine needles too. See how much is on my solar panels. Today was a very, very bad day for solar. But there's all ashes on the panels falling out of the sky. I just wiped this thing down yesterday. Currently, my solar panels are bringing in, are bringing in 11 watts, and it's basically directly in the sun. But that's all it's given me. Oh, I almost caught one. I tried to catch one, but missed it. It's... Look at this. Oh, that one crumbled in my hand. But it's everywhere, look. You can see it's everywhere. It's all over the place. Any one of these. It's very, very unlikely that, like, most of them won't catch a fire somewhere because they're cold by the time they come down. You can pick them right off the ground. But they're coals.
Yep, here's another one that hit me.
Yeah, Dave just caught one. It's raining ashes, you guys.
It's actually a piece of bark. You can see the piece of pine.
Yeah, literal chunks of wood. It's coal. It's charcoal falling out of the sky. Cold, most of it. Like, I would say 99.9% of it. But it's probably going to start other fires elsewhere. Since we're so far away, the pieces falling out of the sky, like this, this literally fell out of the sky. They're cold, and they're out. They're not burning no more. They've been up in the upper atmosphere. It's cold up.
I bet you that would spark off like char cloth.
Yeah, it would be really easy to relight this. Um, it's also good to make water filters out of.
Oh yeah, that too.
You know, and maybe eat if you accidentally ate the wrong thing. You eat that shit. But it's not supposed to be falling out. It's not supposed to be raining ashes.
Nope.
But yet it is. Can you guys even like? Let me show you the sky. This is crazy. It's all smoke, you guys. It's all smoke. You want the smoke? This is what happens, you guys. This is what happens when you give me so much access to cheap weed. Wherever I go, it's just smoky like this.
Yeah, we done. Us three, we done smoked out the chutes.
There's no more weed in Central Oregon. Look at what we did.
We hotboxed the chutes. What'd you do last
You can
summer?
see the line of smoke right there. Oh wait, where's my hand finger? There it is. You can see that line, right? That's the line from the smoke. And it's blocking out the sun. You can look directly at the sun. It's killing my fridge. My batteries are so low, they really need a charge. And lucky us, we drove like 15-20 miles away from where we were and parked directly in the path of the smoke of another fire.
You can see it coming right.
But then it settles everywhere. The whole of Bend, all of Bend is smoky. It's raining ashes in Redmond right now.
Shit, everything northeast of here probably.
Yeah, Redmond's 30 miles away. I saw posts from friends over there that said it was raining ashes there. So it's pretty unlikely that it'll start a fire like right anywhere near us, but it's possible.
Take a couple of extra precautions in case we have to bail.
Yeah, we are existing
Minimally.
We're trying not to unpack too much in case we have to just bounce real fast. So, like, cause last time we were pretty well unpacked.
No dogs over there. Come on.
It took me a hot minute to get us all packed up.
Dogs on this side of the road.
Let me catch up on some comments here. What's up, Critter Bones? Appreciate your donation.
I would check comments, but my phone's dead, so.
Oh, thanks a lot, Dave. You want to plug it into that battery? You can.
No, it's plugged in the camper.
Oh,
I
okay.
just can't walk around with it. It's dead.
I dig sheet says run. I don't know, dude. I don't think I need to run.
Nah.
I could probably just drive.
So
I could probably just drive.
You guys been here probably about half an hour. So
if I ran, I wouldn't be able to bring all my stuff with me.
So about 45 minutes, an hour ago, a ranger came through. I was taking a nap. He woke me up, and of course, he told me no campfires. And then other than that, he didn't say anything to me about maybe you should be ready to go or anything like that. I did ask him about shooting up here, and he gave me some rules, but he said don't, he told me the rules, so we'll just go with that.
We're going to break them.
So
rules are meant to be broke.
I think if there was an urgency or any kind of sense of urgency, that ranger would have said more than just no campfires.
Let's see. Mischief says Sand Baron Dio jumps freeways like crazy.
And he wasn't even a ranger. He was NDF, so he's probably fire.
Yeah, he probably was. They're probably all fire. Like they're probably run into mostly firefighters out here, like the other spot we ran.
He had the brown signs on his truck, so he was NDF.
Valley was covered, knew it was bad everywhere.
Yeah, NDF, National Department of Forestry.
It's I can't remember what it is. Whatever. I know what you're talking about. Well, let's add some smoke. Puff, puff, pass, folks. That's a great idea. Fleur says that's odd. Fleur de lis. Y'all high or what? Getting there. Hi, Carol. You guys have water. Yeah, we got water. I mean, we can drink water, but we're not putting out no forest fire with the water we got.
I have a fire extinguisher if like something happens like right in camp, but if something spots up like 100 yards away, I'm packing my shit before I'm putting a fire out.
Yeah, I'm getting out of here. It's not my job. I can't fight a fire with my water. LA fire, 20,000 acres now. Um, 20,000 acres.
Yeah, that's the one where all those homes are low. The Reno one's
Yeah,
6,500.
Reno's got a really, really
12,
bad fire right
12,
now, and it's windy there.
12,000 homes now, which is headed up toward Montreux. Montreux is a big gated community where all the rich people live, celebrities, and they have a PGA golf course up there.
Thankfully, we're not anywhere near Reno, and it's not windy. These trees actually are a great wind block. This helps
Yeah,
with that quite a bit.
you can hear the wind, but you can't really feel
Yeah,
it.
yeah. It's windy, but it stops the wind. By the time it gets to you, it's a breeze. Zig, you need to go to the nearest senior center and pick up a core booklet. Yeah, that's what I heard. That's what you guys were telling me the other day. I'll have to check that out for sure. Started Thursday, the LA fire. There's also these mean ass hornets out here, dude.
Bald-faced hornets.
Bald-faced hornets. I don't know if I'll be able to catch one in the camera, but they look mean.
Luckily, they're not aggressive.
So what you guys don't know about me is I'm absolutely terrified of bees.
He thinks they're aggressive because he's a weenie.
I'm a weenie. I'm cool with that. Whatever. Call me what you want. I have a fear of bees.
I haven't had a problem with them except for when they get in the camera.
I'd rather get shot at again.
We can make that possible.
Dude, we had gigantic bees in Iraq, like the size of your hand bees.
Yeah. Now, what was aggressive was yesterday during dinner was the actual yellow regular.
Yeah, the regular wasps.
Regular hornets.
I was in the tent. They didn't mess with me, but I could hear them. Yeah, anytime I'm in that tent, all I hear is bzzz from all the bees out here.
Yep, the regular hornets got aggressive.
Dude, there's a pine needle that just fell out of the ground. Once it hits the ground, it kind of blends in, but there's ashes falling out of the sky for everyone just joining. Hopefully we don't get evacuated again and another fire doesn't pop up around here, but like this literally fell out of the sky, this piece of wood. It's a piece of wood. You know?
I don't know what you're doing, dude.
Like that fell out of the sky from like, let's see, like maybe 15 miles away is where the fire is, and it just here it comes right into our camp spot. And thankfully it's cold, so it's not going to start another fire, but it does litter the area with coals that light real easily. And some of them could be hot. Some of them could still be burning. It's pretty unlikely because they go pretty high up in the atmosphere. It's really cold up there, and then it falls down. No, but we do have a bunch of this stuff around, which is a dry moss, and then we got coals falling on it, like this piece of coal. This stuff is just everywhere. You can see it all over the place. All these little black marks. You know, we're 15 miles away from that fire. And it's very dry out here. Like we're in a high desert. Doesn't get very much moisture out here. Very dry air. And this dry pine needle undergrowth everywhere. You know, down woods. It's just a giant matchbox. So if any of these coals are hot, it wouldn't be a surprise if they start another fire pretty easily. And it's smoky, my eyes are burning. I can look directly at the sun, for fuck's sake. Had a lady who was founder of the program in my Goodwill the other day. We were talking about the fire center, and I brought you up. She said she would check out your streams. Oh, cool. Thanks, Carol. I love it when you guys share me. I appreciate that. And like, I've got all my links up for donations, but if you can't donate, that's absolutely fine. I know it's hard times for everybody right now. Something you can do to help, though, is go to my videos and share your favorite video of mine on your social media. And share my channel with your friends. Look at that. Look at that piece of coal falling right out of the sky. That's charcoal, like from a campfire. 1,000-acre campfire.
Except for not a campfire from a forest fire.
But share
Or
your
a 1,000 acre campfire. Yeah, right.
share my favorite video, your favorite video with your social media, and that'd be a great way to help me. But if you can help, if you got 5 on it, 10 on it, all my links are in the description of this video. Are the puppies okay? Yeah, they're fine. They don't get it. They're just like, wow, it smells like a campfire.
Right. They only panic when we panic,
Yeah,
and
if
then they're not even panicking. They're just not sure what's going on.
yeah, they'll get scared if we start freaking out. Zag was a little bit confused when I was packing up all fast. She was like, "What the fuck is happening?"
Yeah, Happy was too. That's why I just throw them in the cab of the truck.
E-Taker F1000. It's a new tech. It's DC takes 500 watt solar. Combined single unit. Oh, it takes solar. 1 hour charge rate for 100,000 or for 1,000 watts of power. Replacing your Rover 40 amp DC to DC. Yeah, I ain't got no $220, bro. It sounds cool. It's a DC to DC charger and a charge controller. I was just saying that the other day. Like, I wonder if they have a device that does DC DC charging and would take solar into it.
Don't they have all in? Can't you buy inverters that have everything built into it?
That's what that battery is, basically.
No, I mean, so a 2,000 watt inverter. It's got a charge controller, DC to DC charger. It's like an all-in-one. It's like a TV VCR combo.
So the only things that I know of are those inverter solar generators, those battery packs.
No, like your
Because that
2,000
has
watt.
a charge controller in it, and it's got an inverter in it.
No, I'm
And
talking about like your Renogy 2,000 watt
yeah,
inverter. Those come with charge controllers in them. You can buy them with charge controllers in them, like a TV.
so you can just hook your panels straight up to that.
Right, and hook your battery to one side, your panels the other side, and it just does everything all at once.
Yeah. It would be cool to have, that's what he's saying, there's one that does DC to DC charging, and you can plug your solar panels into it. It's not 2 separate devices.
Right, that doesn't surprise me.
But, yeah, I ain't got no $200, dude. I don't even have $30.
But the problem with that is if one fails and the other doesn't, then you're stuck.
Yeah, I mean,
it's like having a TV VCR combo.
I'm fairly certain you'll get a bigger bang for your buck.
How Gen X of me.
Building it like I did, because I'm poor, and I did it biggest bang for my buck.
Those panels ain't going nowhere.
Those panels are permanent. Well, no, I can unscrew from the side, but the L brackets holding the panels on are forever.
Mechanical separation.
Yeah, the bracket, I can unscrew the panels from the brackets, though. I made sure I could remove those panels.
Right.
But I'll never remove those brackets. And I still got to get that piece there that puts the wires into the vehicle.
If
that
we plan on
fucking
keeping
bladder.
it that way for a while, we should take a drill and round out the Phillips head so that someone can't just walk up with a drill and undo them.
Oh, yeah, strip them, you mean?
Yep. And then if you ever need to get them out, you just have to drill them.
I mean, I've never had much of an issue with that at thievery off of, like, my stuff. Also, multiply your charge rate. Multiply your charge rate.
Can't do shit when there's no sun.
One Renogy had overheats, catches fire. Yeah, I mean, I could have gotten a lot better stuff than I got, dude. I could have gotten Victron stuff, but what you're talking about would have costed me 2-3 times as much to build my system. And it's not a matter of, like, not wanting to. It's literally a matter of that's impossible for me.
Right.
It's just not possible. I mean, I could have had a 100-volt system on 1,000 amp hours of battery if I had enough money, but, you know, I built the system that I could build with the money I have.
The other problem is space.
Yeah, space is a thing.
And you have way less space than I do.
I have a minivan. Live in a minivan. Minivan again.
I got Babylon. You're on your own for dinner tonight.
Do what?
You're on your own for dinner tonight.
Yeah, that's fine.
We're gonna have salad.
You're eating salad for dinner? That's my food's food.
Gotta eat it up before it goes bad.
Well, I'm sure we could find a
You
critter.
like raw spinach?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna make a spinach salad with raw veggies.
I do like raw spinach, but you'll probably put other stuff in there I want.
egg and other veggies.
Other veggies is the part that makes me nervous.
Whatever they have, no bell pep, no, not bell peppers, because oh
Are
yeah,
peppers vegetables?
yeah,
Are you sure?
celery, cucumber, carrot.
Are you sure? Peppers might be fruits. They got seeds inside.
Oh yeah, you might be right. Yeah, I guess you could consider pepper a fruit.
I mean, technically,
Seed bearing, any seed bearing plant is considered a fruit.
yeah. It's not like a root. It's not like a leaf. It's the fucking.
Or seed, any plant that has a seed bearing fruit is a fruit.
Hey, y'all! Don't forget to hit the like button. Hit the like button. I know that the live chat will block the like button, which is silly. They should add one right there with the live chat too. But my 40M DC 250 and Rover 250 all in one 220 new tech. That's cool, man. I didn't buy most of my solar, honestly. Like you guys bought it for me. You guys donated to me. A lot of you guys donated money that helped me buy it. A lot of you guys sent me pieces of it. Um, and then I bought all the other things like the wiring and even some of that stuff was donated to me. So I got the system that I got. If you'd like to donate this new tech to me, that'd be great, dude. You can go to my wish list and you can send me anything off of Amazon from my wish list. You can pick anything and send it, and it'll get to me at least for the next month or so. And then I'm gonna be headed south, so I'll have to figure out a new address once I get there. But my Amazon wish list won't be live for at least maybe a month or so.
Here, help make me pee.
So tomato fruit, yeah, tomatoes are fruit. Stay safe and have fun. For those of you just joining, it looks like there's 22 of you in here now. Don't forget to smash that like button. It's been raining ash on our camp. Look at this. It's like a chunk of wood that fell out of the sky and landed in our camp. You know, it's all over our stuff, the tent. Literally all this fell out of the sky. And from a campfire that's 15 miles away. There was a bunch of embers. It's all over the ground here. There's a bunch of, look at that. This fell out of the sky. The campfire's far away. We drove a good 15, 20 minutes away from it. And I can show you the sky right now because I'm getting nothing for solar, which is wreaking havoc on my refrigerator. But you see that change in temperature right there, or the colors right there? I don't know if you can see it as well, but that's smoke. That's all smoke. That's the sun. That is the sun right there. You can look directly at the sun right now and not hurt your eyes. You don't even need sunglasses. I don't have sunglasses on. I'm looking directly at it. You can barely see it through the smoke. And this isn't the fire that chased us off. This is a fire 10 miles away from our camp spot. They didn't evacuate us for this fire. This fire was pretty close to the other one because there was a bunch of lightning that came through. We were in that lightning storm. And that fire went from 100 acres to 1,000 acres like overnight. And that's what this is right here. So, worst case scenario, if this gets worse and the woods sometimes they'll just close the national forest and kick everyone out. There are places that we can go on the other side of Bend that's more desert. It's just not the best of camp spots. It's not the best of places. You know, I like this area more. And we are like, as you can see, we're just standing out in the road and no one's coming by. We are pretty far out in the forest. We left that other camp spot not realizing that this one was going to be directly in the path of all the smoke. So that's cool. Dude, the sun's gone. It's completely.
We would have had to go towards Elk Lake to get upwind.
The sun is completely gone. I can't even see it now. Oh, there it is. Little tiny dot. Isn't that wild? I'm not even aiming at the sun, sorry. Can you guys see that? That little dot right there? That's the sun. And this is a every year type of thing now. Like every year, every summer. Um, it's just smoky. It's definitely you can see some blue clouds over here or some blue sky over here, and you can see some over here below the smoke. But the other side of the road is just completely smoked out, and that's the direction of Bend. That's the direction of lots and lots and lots of people.
Yeah, we got like a northeasterly wind.
So maybe we can go to the east side of town, and there's not, it's not like thick dry woods like this. It is desert.
What's west of here?
West of here, more mountains, more forest.
Like just like going towards five.
Yeah, but we couldn't go from here just straight west. You'd have to
Like you
either
have to
go
go.
south or north to get west.
Yeah, you'd either have to go back around Cascades or go up and around.
So you have to go through Sisters to get across the mountains, or you have to go back south to 58.
Mm.
Like you have to go to mountain passes.
That's where we'd have to go to get out of the smoke.
Yeah, probably like the west side of the state, but maybe not. They could be getting all the smoke too, because this is happening up in the top of the mountains. It could be going on. Most likely, is going east though. It's kind of northeast, is what it
Yeah,
looks like.
we got like a northeasterly wind.
But if you look on watch duty, you might have to look on radars to see where the smoke is going.
Hopefully it'll stay breezy like this. And when it's breezy like this, it's not as offensive.
Yeah, well, I mean the breeze also could spread that fire too. Fires are scary out there. Yeah, we had to evacuate yesterday or day before that.
Well, yeah.
Were we here all day yesterday? Yeah, we were here all day yesterday. So the day before yesterday, we had to evacuate and found this spot way out in the middle of nowhere. We've seen like 3 cars drive down this road since we got here,
And one of them was forestry.
and one of them was a forest department.
3 cars and a douchebag on a motorcycle. 2 cars and a douchebag on a motorcycle.
This douchebag, as soon as we got here, this guy on a motorcycle just dusted us out, just took off and kicked up a bunch of dirt, and it dusted us out, dude. It was rude as fuck. Mary Chambers, I live in Corvallis, and we've had 2 days of blue sky. We finally got out of the smoke yesterday morning. So Corvallis, that's where I went to college. Corvallis is, I mean, not too many van life spots. I don't know. I like being out in the woods, so
Yeah.
van lifing is kind of hard when you get into closer and closer to I-5, honestly. Kisses to the puppies. 6 mile an hour rain Wednesday in Bend. Yeah, it went from like 100% chance to like a 30% chance on my weather app that we were gonna get rain. And now, yeah, it got low, which honestly, the rain isn't always a good thing out here. That's what started all this. The rain brought lightning, like tons of lightning. So, um, yeah, that's not
So
always
you're
a
gonna
good
stop
thing,
at CC and Roy's on
That's
the way
what's
back
that's
through.
we saw the
Get a
storm
hold
and
of
it
them.
just
They
brought
said they're
bam,
gonna
bam,
go
bam, just
do
hit a bunch of
something in
lightning
October or
and
something.
started a ton of spot fires. And now it's raining ashes on our camp.
Oh, there you go.
Um, it's just I don't know. I don't have a whole lot left in the tank, in the gas tank, in the old gas tank. But if you guys want to sponsor a gallon of gas, I know some of you have already, and I'm so grateful for you guys. Thank you. Generosity is never like ignored or missed.
If you want a really cool drive, go all the way
Am I the
south.
only vet in the group out here? Yeah, I am. I don't really hang out with veterans very often.
Those 80.
I don't know about older generations, but my generation of veterans are probably some of the most toxic group of folks I know. So I tend to I don't hang out with very many of them. It's
So
too
God knows
bad.
they'll
It's too bad. Hold up my property until whenever
I never had
I'm
any
3 hours
problems
west of Bend.
inside. Nobody like, They're not looking
3 hours west. What are you, like Eugene area?
because border patrol. They even have Florida cops down there fucking patrolling and shit.
They see me rolling.
But it's a really cool drive, and then you can hit up Big Bend.
How big is it?
It's pretty big.
Talking about Texas?
Mhm.
It's the only other bend I know. Oh, there's a South Bend, Indiana.
They're going down to Dallas on their way back.
Dallas, Oregon?
Yeah, Texas.
Oh. We have a Detroit, Oregon also.
Yeah.
And a Boring, Oregon. And there's a town called Zigzag, Oregon.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
There
True
was
story.
me and Happy went to a town in Texas called Happy, Texas.
Happy Texas.
Um, yeah, the road into the town is all hand laid cobblestone. That's pretty cool. The whole main street, because the town's super old. It's an oil town.
Dude, that's a big. I just saw a big ass chunk fall out and hit the pine tree.
Yeah.
Like that was a big ass chunk of fucking ash. You can see it. Like we can see it. I don't think the camera will pick it up. I'd be surprised if it did. But there is literally ashes falling out of the sky.
Yeah, Zig's the only vet here. I have veterans plates, but my truck's registered in my dad's name.
You want that last little bit?
I'm good. GI SIG. You know, GI stands for government issued. Now I just collect the paycheck for being government issued, and I still rock the haircut because I don't know what else to do with my hair. Every time I do something else with it, it looks worse. It's kind of cool that you can just hang out on this road, though. I'm not gonna lie. You get some cool like road pics on this road.
With the sun in the right spot, you probably get a cool ass shot right with the sun right over the road.
That's the sun, you guys. That little orange dot right where there. That's the sun. And my refrigerator relies on that. And I don't have it. Dude, that smoke, it's getting thicker too. You can see the line right at the bottom of the road. It's hard to aim my freaking hand. And get right there. That's all the smoke right there. It's hard to like. Oh, this pine needle just hit the camera. I don't know if you guys saw it, but it's like charcoal black pine needle hit the camera on its way down. It's crazy. Look at that piece. We're 15 miles away from. We're 15 miles away from this fire. That's how far this is blowing. This is why, like the day before those fires broke out, our neighbors had a campfire, and we all started like yelling at them from our spot, like, "Put out your campfire, you fucking jackass!" Right as we were starting to do that, the Rangers,
India Fire.
oh yeah, the National Forest firefighters, swooped through and made them put it out. But then the next morning, the fire that we had to evacuate for started. So it could have very easily been their campfire, but it was most likely the lightning. But this is falling from the sky onto our camp. Thankfully, you can just pick it right up. It's not like on fire still, but if one piece is and it lands out here at the wrong spot, like, you're toast, man. It's gonna start another fire. That's how it happens. Just like a campfire would do the same thing with even smaller pieces, but
What?
that's how you know that fire's bad. It's actually like irritating my eyes. Two, look at that piece. Got another piece.
You slept with me all day and now you want to be on my lap?
This is like, it's It's raining literal chunks of trees. So I guess shout out to all the firefighters out there eating MREs and sleeping in the dirt, making fire.
30-hour shifts.
Yeah, making fire lines in like terrible conditions.
Ooh, I'm getting dropped on by like actual fucking gray ash now.
Yeah, wildland firefighters and the forestry guys, dude. Those are like, I mean, it's not military, but they're basically living like we did. That shit sucks, but they get a lot of money for it, so that's cool. On a busy fire season, they can make a pretty decent living. Yeah, I mean, for the amount that they're worked, but it's still a federal government job, so they get a lot of bennies while they're going.
Did you not get enough of me today?
After the fires go through, you plan on going back to the other campsite to see if it was hit by the fires. So I can see the fires on the apps that I download. And right now that camp spot's safe. That it has not been burned. The fire that all this smoke is coming from is a fire that's like 10 miles from that spot.
It's in shit terrain.
It's I think that spot will be okay. But maybe not. It might go up.
Depending on how long it takes, I may not even be here when it's time to go back.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I thought that fire would be wrapped up and we can go back in a couple of days. But I don't think that's going to happen. Well, they don't close they just close the campgrounds.
Right.
Eventually that road will close when the snow hits.
It'll be a snowmobile road.
And then it's like a tracked vehicle road, basically.
That's why I was telling AJ, there's roads here, these old closed logging roads. That's what people snowmobile on.
Yeah, this is all everything out here is all like between snow parks and shit.
Right.
In the summer, everyone's mountain biking through here, and in the winter, they're all like Nordic skiing or snowmobiling.
Yeah, I'd imagine it gets probably 8-10 foot deep up here. Probably more.
Depends on the year. Sometimes you don't see much up here at all.
Some of these trees don't really. That other place we were at showed hella signs of snow.
Yeah, well, we were a lot higher in elevation. We dropped a lot.
Yeah, hella signs of snow load. Yeah, I downloaded that altimeter app.
Oh, you see these bees flying around? Did you see that? Dude, they scare me. But look at the smoke. See if the camera focuses. Yeah, look at that. You can see
We're at 56.
just a blanket of smoke over us right now.
We're at 5607.
That is wild. Can you guys see it? I don't know how good it shows it, but like even the trees here are hazy, dude. And if it looks sort of hazy in the camera, think about what your eyes would see. Like, it's gross. It's making me sneeze.
Yeah, it should be bright blue skies right now.
It should be bright blue.
4
but
o'clock in the afternoon.
my panels aren't even getting 12 volts of power right now. I'm getting like 15 watts on the other panels. Eucalyptus trees are the most flammable and spreading fast. Maybe Oregon does not have such trees. No, we have primarily these are all pine trees.
All this underbrush is like manzanita.
It's manzanita and then pine
and currants.
It's but it's also like, on top of pretty much everywhere, it's just pine needles, dry sticks, pine cones that are all old and dried out. This is all it's dead. It's all dry. Been out here for years. All right, I'm not that strong. But this one, yeah. Let me see if I can, yeah. It's just dead stuff everywhere. So it catches real easily. I mean, it's not like it's flammable like eucalyptus. It's just dry, and there's no moisture in it to stop a fire. I'd be wearing a gaiter. Yeah, Alicia, you would hate this. You would hate this so much. You would be miserable. I promise you.
Yeah, it's not all that great.
Those are not clouds, you guys. Those aren't clouds. That is 100% fire smoke. Here in about 10 minutes, it'll be weed smoke and fire smoke.
Always weed smoke. Yeah, you can see it's blowing to the northeast. Almost blowing fucking due east.
Who's due east? When you vape, do you like to blow clouds?
I can't with this.
Because my nickname is Clouds. That is not clouds you're looking at, you guys. That is smoke from all the weed we've been burning. And also there's a fire, like a 1,000-acre fire nearby, but not really all that nearby. That one, like where we were camped at, this fire is like 10 miles from that spot. So probably about 15 miles away from this fire, as a crow flies.
With mountains in the way. Mount Bachelor's in between us and the fire.
It could actually become weed smoke, farms all over them hills. There might be some clandestine free market farms up there that are hidden. But primarily, most of the farms aren't in the national forest out here. But all the fires are.
Real quick.
Yeah, it's pretty unlikely. We're not like in like Medford or Grants Pass or Rogue River or Rogue Valley, whatever that Selma area has a bunch of weed farms. I'm trying to think of all the weed. There's a weed triangle here too. Which I would argue, I'm gonna look at you for this one. I would argue that our weed in Oregon, which is a similar climate to Humboldt, but blows Humboldt away. That's my argument. I would back that up with with research and control groups and experimentation and hypothesis. I would use the scientific method, whatever that would entail, because I'm right. Our weed's better than Humboldt's.
For science.
It's very similar climate. Like we're not all that far away from their climate. Alicia says, "I'm allergic to smoke. What else is new?" Alicia, you are allergic to the world. We would have left you out in the woods if you were a baby like 2,000 years ago, and been like, "Good luck, girl. You're allergic to the world. How do we give you food?" Integris. Is that a word?
Integrated, maybe.
Over 1,000 grows at one event in Deschutes Brewery in 2017. We do have a lot of dispensaries and growers in Central Oregon, but they're not up there in the Deschutes National Forest. There are a lot of farms out here, but we also have like Brewfest in Bend, and there's thousands of breweries that show up, but a lot of them aren't from Central Oregon too. Same with the Weed Fest out here. There's
that was supposed to be ingested over 1,000 grams.
registered over. I think it was registered. I registered over 1,000 grows.
I'm about to fuck this chair off too.
Oh no, that's my chair.
That's why you shouldn't be chasing the spicy raisins.
Yeah, don't chase those.
Dude, I don't like them at all. When I'm in the tent, that's all I hear. Them like outside, like
I can hear them in my camper buzzing around the.
They
dude,
don't bother me.
they're not aggressive, but they still scare me.
No, I mean like they just don't hang out by the tent.
I am, and y'all. Yeah, I mean, y'all can call me a wimp if you want. Bees, no. Absolutely not. Spiders, snakes, all creepy crawlers,
I
all that
looked
stuff. I'm fine with it.
I looked up the bald-faced hornet, and their sting is the number two on the Schmidt index scale, which is only goes up to 4. So a 2 is really bad.
2 on the pain scale of stings.
And bug bites and shit like that. So they, in the Schmidt scale, a 2 is the equivalent of slamming your finger in the door.
Fuck that! I don't want to get stung. Although there was one in my tent, and I thumped it with a with a metal pan, well, a metal like Zag's food dish,
Ding.
and it went thong, and it hit the ground, and I was like thong 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 thong, and then I zipped it up because I know the bees release a pheromone that makes all the other buddies aggressive because you just killed their friend. So then I zipped it up real quick and like didn't open it for a while.
And they have a smooth stinger so they can sting.
Yeah, these guys can sting you over and over and over again until they're tired. It's like our drill sergeants would be like, do push-ups until I'm tired. I'm like, fuck. And they're just sitting there watching you, not tired of watching you.
Yeah, luckily they're not aggressive. They want the dead bugs on the cars.
Yeah, I know you guys can't see it, but it's raining little chunks of ash all the time behind me. Like, if I had like a white background, you might catch a glimpse of like little particles. My camera's not great right now. I really need a new phone. I have my old phone, but it's a $250 deductible to get it fixed. The one that got driven over last year at Country Thunder in Phoenix. It's $250 deductible I've not been able to afford. Look at that chunk. That thing's huge. There's a couple of them.
Huge.
Yep.
Dude, that's about to land on my van.
Oh, look at that. I see a little break in the smoke.
I mean, yeah, you can see some light coming through.
But the smoke wall's getting closer to us as the wind progresses east. You can see the smoke's blowing east. It changed directions.
Maybe there is blue back here.
So with that cold front coming in, that'll change the wind direction anyway. And maybe it'll push some of the smoke out of here for a couple days. What we need is some rain without lightning.
Rain without lightning would be great, but summer rains out here almost always bring thunder, lightning.
In Nevada, up in the Sierra Mountains, Sierra Nevadas, we get dry lightning. So we'll get lightning.
Up in the clouds?
No, it's hitting the ground.
Oh.
Lightning without rain.
Oh, yeah, that happens too. I've seen that in like over the oceans and stuff too. Over the Atlantic, it'll just, no rain, but there's so much static electricity and whatnot in the clouds.
No, I can't hear this stuff falling. No, I can't hear it, Critter. It's really lightweight stuff. It's like,
yeah, it's very light.
Sometimes I can hear it on the tent though.
Yeah, you can hear it on the tent, but not the camper. You can hear it when I just drop it on the metal.
Maybe if I was like just laying there in the quiet and it hit like the mat.
I need to sneeze. This sucks. Look at that chunk.
It's almost 4:20.
Where did it fall? I lost it in the trees.
Behind your van.
Hmm.
What a good sized chunk.
That was a big chunk. Dude, this is silly.
I can't keep my glasses clean. I have to keep wiping them off.
Last I looked, rain was up to 57%.
Can Dave hear that stuff? Oh, yeah, he already answered that. Dave answered that.
Maybe I'll just let you go. This road might be easier to drive down muddy.
Be softer. Rain Tuesday.
Well, this road's
Up there.
This road's also 2 different bases too.
Yeah, it changes the cinder up there.
Yep.
That cinder is what they put on the roads here when it snows.
Yeah.
They don't use salt.
That makes for dirty ass roads.
It does make for dirty ass snow, dirty ass roads. I mean, but it doesn't like rust your car.
Yeah. No, that
It also doesn't melt the snow. It just creates some traction and doesn't even do that very well.
Reno uses a sand and glycol mixture that they spread onto the road.
Dude, this is not, I don't know, you guys can't
Like
see it very well, but
it's probably like crushed granite.
that's not clouds, you guys. That is smoke.
Hey, motherfucker.
Dude, there's 2 of them over here. Oh my god. These bees are...
Happy don't.
Is he chasing spicy raisins?
Where is...
He tried. He was second tried.
Yeah, don't be eating spicy sky raisins, dude.
Come here, Zag. You're way too far. What are you doing? Zag went running out into the woods, you guys.
Funny.
Oh, it's 420. I'm burning one right now. Look at that. That was just instinct. That was just absolute instinct. I saw where the sun was through the clouds.
Yeah.
I could feel the magnetosphere of the Earth shift a little bit. I could smell the 420 wave from the East Coast as it came, and it was finally our turn. And I accidentally lit it on time. But you guys got me until 420 is over, okay? So it's currently 420 here in the Pacific. And 420 lasts for 10 minutes because they're like sequels, like Rocky movies, right? You got 420, then you got 421, and then you have 422, and then you have 423, and then you have 424. You know, like lasts for 10 days and 10 minutes. So if you're ever like, oh shit, it's 422, I'm late. You're not late. You just have less 420 than the rest of us.
You guys do drugs while you
Yeah. He caught us.
This has been an argument I've had for years. This is not a new development. I'm gonna publish this in a scientific journal.
I like that philosophy though.
Well,
You're
yeah,
not the
it
first
gives you
person
some
that
wiggle
said-
room,
yeah,
man. Like,
I like it's a good.
they're just
I think
sequels.
it's reasonable.
I'd rather have 10 420s in a day
Yeah.
than 9 Rocky movies.
Yes.
Just saying. And 420, yeah, sure, like the kickoff of it is on April 20th. But you got 10 days of 420.
I literally got shit raining on me.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
make
it's
this happen, you
everywhere.
guys. I coined it here,
Look at how much is falling.
copyrighted, whatever.
Pretty bad, right?
No one can take it away from me. I coined the 10-minute, 10-day
I
420
heard
movement.
it before. Whatever.
You
Yeah,
did not.
I
I
did.
made it up out of my imagination. Barney taught me how to use it, and now I'm putting it to use.
Apparently, Barney taught me how to talk.
Actually, there are 18 420s in a day. I know one's awake for both of them. You can't fuck with me. You're not waking me up at or 1420. I guess I'd be awake for that one. But the other one is way too early. Last time I saw 420 a.m. was I don't know. I was still awake from the day before for sure. You might need to relight it. My favorite thing about these joints is if you forget you're smoking it, they go out.
That's good.
Yeah, because otherwise it doesn't just keep burning up while you're just sitting there staring at the roof. And I would argue there's more than 18 420s in a day. Since there's 10, because there's 10 minutes, 420, and then all the way to 429, that means there's 10 more in the morning. Which means there's 20 at least. Wait a minute, wasn't this year's 420 the same forwards as backwards? Because it's 24, 420, 2024, 420.
A palindrome.
Palindrome.
Oh yeah, palindrome. I would have never remembered that word. Ever would have remembered that word. Nah, sober. You know what? You ever seen that movie Limitless, where the dude takes the pills and becomes like an absolute genius?
Yeah.
I would be all over that. I would be all over that. Wish we had those. I wish we had those for people right before they voted. You had to eat NZT and become like a genius and be like, oh, and then vote. Like that should be a requirement.
That'd be cool.
Hey, what's up, Heath Bobby? You guys caught me in the last 6 minutes of my live stream. 10 minutes left, or 6 minutes left of 420. Welcome. Right before I leave, I'll tell you what's been going on. It's been raining ashes on our camp. It's literally raining ashes from a fire that is like 15 miles away from us. I'm gonna show them to you. Look at all these. And these are just like a little bit. This isn't even like close to how much. It's everywhere. It's all over the place. It's all over the ground. Those are just the bigger pieces.
Falling on me.
But little pieces, look. Oh, that's a bee. That's a gigantic, mean black little bee. But all of this is just chunks of coals coming out of the sky. And you can see these aren't clouds, you guys. This is all smoke from a fire that we got evacuated from. Well, it's like 10 miles away from where we were camping. And if I bring you up here, I'll show you the sun. I'll show you the sun. Imagine how much solar I'm getting today. Look at that. That's the sun right there. Can't even see it. If you look down, you can see the edge of the smoke. That line down there in between the trees is the smoke blowing by from that fire. Like, it's really thick. I know you can't tell very good on camera. But if you look down the road, I can see nothing but chunks of little tiny itty bitty pieces of white ash and coals coming out of the sky. Look, that one just hit the ground right there. That just hit the ground while we were on camera. And look at that. Boom. You see that? Just fell. Look at that. That literally just fell as we were talking. And thankfully they're all cold. Thankfully they're all cold, so they're not like still burning. But if one of them was, it would be really easy to catch.
You look like a little kid chasing butterflies.
Yeah, look at this. Dave, did you film me doing that?
I should have done.
Behind the scenes.
Not
Look how goofy this guy
not
looks.
put any context to it. Look at this grown ass man chasing butterflies.
At least I can move that fast. Fuck you. By the road to have signal. What? I'm too stoned to think about how many times I get stoned during the day. So I just say stoned all day long. It just turned out to be it was like coincidence that the last 10 minutes of my live stream was going to be during 420. So I think I timed that well. I might start doing that
Alicia,
more often.
If it comes to it, Zig can plug into my camper, and then I can plug my camper into a generator.
If you lose power, you can put a bag of ice in your fridge. Yeah, Dave's still got some power in his batteries, but I am getting pretty low on power.
And then
so.
I have a generator. So.
And Dave has a generator. I don't have a way to. I wish I need to figure out a way to.
Into my camper, and I run on the generator.
No, I know. I just need to have a way to. I would like to be able to plug into shore power.
Yeah, no.
My solar system right now
That wouldn't be hard to do.
relies on the sun. And I have the DC charger we haven't installed yet because I did the other stuff and ended up getting kind of overwhelmed and stopped. But I still need to install that. But Dave's got a generator and he's got solar and he's still got power, so I could plug my stuff into that and not lose my food. And a pretty good amount of my food is also non-perishable because I'm poor. So. But if anyone wants to donate to the food fund or sponsor a gallon of gas, that would be really, really helpful right now. I could
all the fresh fruits from the food bank.
I could definitely use it. Parked by the road for signal. No, dude, this is where we're camped. Like this stuff's all staked down.
Just the way it is in those forests.
Yeah, there's nowhere else to camp.
The woods are so thick up here.
Yep. We got signal out here, actually. We had to keep driving way down this road to even get better signal, but...
I mean, if we had, like, overland vehicles and shit like that, we could drive into the forest if we wanted to. There's nobody saying that we can't.
But pretty much all the campsites out here are next to roads. Just like the last spot was next to a road.
But, and with that said, we've seen 3 vehicles up here and a bicyclist in the last 2 days.
You guys can hear Dave, right? I hope so, because he's telling y'all some knowledge. Like, it'll change your life, man. It's the coolest story ever. Look at all that, you guys.
Alright, get down.
Look at that. Isn't that wild? I don't know if you can see the ashes falling in the camera. That is a big chunk.
Boom, that one hit the ground so hard it set off seismic fucking... There was dump.
If he starts eating this stuff, let him.
Yeah, it's better than a dirt he does eat. He hasn't eaten any day. We had a talk last night.
You can hear him, good. Sorry that you can hear him, but good.
Yeah, right. Sorry, too.
My bad, but cool. Can you guys see the flakes of ash coming out of the sky? Can you see that?
I'm gonna boil some eggs if you want to throw some eggs in a pot.
You're gonna boil them?
Yeah, because we're gonna have boiled eggs at dinner.
Like hard boiled?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm gonna boil. Do you want me to throw some eggs in the pot?
some of mine?
Yeah. Do you want a couple hard boiled eggs just to put in the fridge?
No, but that's a good idea. That's, I appreciate it though.
Yep. I'm gonna boil the water. Might as well use it. Do you want me to boil? I'm
When
gonna
you
boil a
aim
couple eggs. Do you want me to
the
boil
camera towards
more
the
of them?
trees, you can see the ash falling. Oh, when I
Oh,
like this,
I was gonna
better
use that for
one
salad.
or two,
Well, you're not gonna eat it.
Well, right.
better
I'm
one
not gonna waste all that energy to boil one fucking egg.
Oh, that's right.
I will for dinner though, but not
or
just
two.
for me. Well, then fuck you guys.
Better one.
Not bad.
You can see it when I aim the camera like this. You can see the ash falling. Yeah,
I got that chicken too. I can put in
it's
salad.
raining ash. Hallelujah.
But I have cashews.
Yeah, I can't eat them. I'd have to put my teeth in them. That ain't happening.
Do you want to smoke this?
Yes, please. Maybe it'll help.
I forgot to pass it. You guys didn't remind me to pass the weed, so I've been bogarting it this whole time.
Gonna have to cook your pork steaks here pretty soon.
I am gonna have to cook that pork chops pretty
I put
soon.
in the freezer so they're good.
I think I've got tomorrow at the latest. I'll probably do some like pork chops and eggs for breakfast.
Ooh, that'll be good.
Yeah. And I
Yep.
still got a bunch of pancake mix that someone sent me.
I don't know.
Do you like
Potatoes,
pancakes?
potatoes.
They're vegetarian.
So is the eggs we got.
I got some butter.
We got vegetarian eggs.
I haven't had butter in a while because I just got a
have butter,
fridge.
too.
I just got a fridge, so having butter is like such a luxury.
I don't have a fridge, but I have butter.
Give me your potatoes. And
Don't tell me how to
you
freedom.
make pork chops and eggs, and I'll cook up
She's
potatoes.
chasing
What are you gonna do with the potatoes?
Just slice them and fry them.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna do. They're ugly potatoes because they were free, but
By the time
Zag,
I don't even know if I
stop it.
peeler. I have to sharpen my
How do you
pencil.
not remember the last time the bees fucked you up, dude?
Huh?
Like Zag got stung in the face and her face went like swelled up all big, and I had to give her Benadryl. Do you have Benadryl?
Mhm.
Cool. Because
You need
if she
some?
swells up if she gets stung.
Yeah, I probably would too.
Well, I mean, like she came up to me one time and her face was just all kinds of swollen. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I have a
She's
first. I
been
have a
really-
first aid kit just for my dog.
So I had to like shove Benadryl down her throat.
No.
And then the next day it worked. Swelling went down. I looked for the stingers, couldn't find any. But the next day she broke out in hives,
Oh shit.
like real bad. Like a friend of mine was petting her and she started doing the leg thing, and she's like, "Oh, it's so cute." And I'm like, "Yeah, but that's not normal." And yeah, her like skin started or her fur started in patches, sticking up in patches, and it was like, "Oh, she's got hives." And so I had to give her more Benadryl, and poor girl. Carol is allergic to bees. So I used to tell people I was allergic to bees, just so I didn't look like such a coward when I would run away from them. But I'm not allergic to them. I'm just a scared. Just a scared of them. They just got scared of
Back
me.
in my day, we called that a sissy.
Dude, I don't care. I'll fuck with snakes. Like if you guys follow my channel long enough, I've killed a snake on my channel
I just
before.
don't like heights. I just don't like being up.
That's actually a natural fear. Every human is born being naturally afraid of heights because we don't fly.
Right.
We're not mountain goats. We don't have hooves. You know, like we're not supposed to be up there.
Like,
We're not monkeys.
I have a hard time doing like the glass bridges. And
It gives you vertigo. That's
Bad.
the point of them, and it's like, oh,
bad.
yeah.
Like climbing ladders. Just
I've done some height stuff before, rappelling and
Oh,
rock climbing.
I've done zip lining before, but believe me, dude, I was fucking like having to pee as soon as I got off.
I rappelled out of helicopters in the army. Did rock climbing out here at Smith Rock.
So a lot of that
Never
fear-
jumped out of a plane though.
Wearing a harness and being tethered to something to me, like, kind of takes a lot of that fear away.
I just learned to trust the equipment.
I mean, that's kind of what I'm getting at.
Yeah. You really just trust the equipment.
You just kind of hope, even though it's public equipment, you just kind of got to hope it's
Yeah.
going to hold my fat fucking ass from falling to my death.
Oh, you're talking about like the zip line and stuff? Yeah, but you also see other people doing it. They're doing it every day.
Right.
You know, the chance of failure is there, but low.
Slim to none.
Yeah.
No, I get it.
You just that's how
But-
you have to do everything in
But
the army.
climbing a ladder, the third rung, I'm done.
Third, really?
Yeah.
You can't paint for shit then.
No, I'm not a painter.
But Dave's not a painter.
I don't even like.
Is that why your truck is so low?
I don't even like being on top of my camper.
Is that why this 4Runner has more clearance than your pickup?
That's because I put small tires on my truck.
Hurts. Yeah, you put small tires on the truck so you wouldn't be so high up.
Put small tires on my truck for better gas mileage.
You're scared of heights. Yeah, so the dark and heights are the two things that humans are naturally afraid of.
Although I do regret the smaller tires.
But for me, it's add bees to that fucking list. Ever since I was a little kid, dude, I've never fucked with bees. All right, I got way over time by 5 whole minutes. But I appreciate everyone being here.
I don't.
Dave doesn't, he said. Hurts as bad as a sting, but at least my throat stops swelling up with the EpiPen. Yeah, the EpiPen will jack you right the fuck up. That's like
Best thing
fucking
for a
liquid
bee
meth.
sting is Peter Sillin.
It's adrenaline. I get vertigo when I'm high up too. Yeah. Alicia, you get vertigo at like basement level floors too. You get vertigo in your living room. Okay, everyone. I'll see you next time. I wanted to show you. This is all the stuff that I collected during the live stream. And there's a ton more out here. It's just falling every minute. That's what I brought you out here for, to share with you. So until next time, yeah, Critter, you know the drill.
It's probably better
Miles
here
of
than in
smiles.
town, because in town it settles down into the basin.